What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Sad Boy Slaps. This is Captain Mingo here from the Jersey Devils. And if you would like to join my Metazoo empire, I will link that down below. I post everything from the Discord, fan art, and a lot of community stuff. I will be doing a couple collaborations with a couple other YouTubers pretty soon, starting next month, just to make the game a little bit more fun. I came up with a pretty cool mode, I guess you could call it, for the game that makes it really, really fun. And yeah, if you guys want to check out Droobies, they are in Corona, California. I will link them down below. That's where you can pick up some of the status indicator dice. And yeah, without further ado, let's talk about today's video. So today I wanted to do something fun. I've been trying to do this for a while. I'm sorry it took so long. I just had a baby, so you gotta be a little patient with me. But yeah, I want to teach you how to deck build, and I want to do it with a deck that I was planning on doing next for deck profile, which is fish. So instead, I'll just show you my entire process. It'll probably be like a 6-part video because it is a very, very long process. But yeah, I was checking out the fish cards, and honestly, I see a lot of potential in them, and they seem pretty cool. I don't know why people aren't touching them. Maybe it's because they're a casual deck, but even if they're a casual deck, like, it's still a fun deck to play, I feel, because take a look at my Dark Mill deck. That's probably one of my favorite decks that I've made so far, and it's a 50-50% win rate, because I could either mill all of my aura, and then I'm just aura dry the entire time, or I could pull out the most busted combos and spam everything out. So we're going to test out to see how competitive it can be, or casual, and honestly, like, with the cards that I've been reading for fish, like, it seems very floaty, and I feel like people just haven't cracked that floaty playstyle, so I'll be showing you guys how to do that. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification to stay up to date on all my videos. And if you guys want to see more Metazoo content, don't forget to check out Shiny Ho Ho TCG. I will link him down below. If you are interested in some Metazoo playmats, I will link Beth. She's probably one of the best fan arts in the community for Metazoo playmats and other TCGs. And yeah, I have a lot more fun content for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be breaking this down into 6 different videos because I do see 6 different ways to play fish. You could play it pure fish, you could play fish dino, you could do water earth fish with dino, you could do water ice fish, which water ice seems the most busted to me, but we're going to be starting off with the most basic, pure fish. This will be a build along video, so fish will probably cost around 20 bucks to make. I will be adding in some extra more pricey cards just to give it that little bit of edge, but you do not have to add those cards. Sorry about that. Yeah, so if you do have those cards and you do want to add them to try to make them a little bit more competitive, you can do that by all means. And yeah, this is just a blueprint for fish. If you guys do like what you see, you can take my idea and just build it into your own, because that's all what I'm about. I just want to give you guys some cool deck ideas, and I think it's good for a card game where you can just explore and see what you can create also, but sometimes you do need that little bit of help for ideas and inspiration, so that's what this video is for. Without further ado, let's get into the video, guys. Welcome back, guys, and yeah, let's get into the fish build. So first thing I like to think of when I build a deck is I like to think of an idea, a theme, or a tribe. So today I pick the tribe of fish. I'm only missing one fish, which is Mania, but let's be realistic, no one's gonna have Mania, so this is what we have to work with. So right off the bat, let's take a look at what these cards share in common, their prices, and stuff like that. So we'll get into this guy. I have no Ilmana. I have no idea, but Lake Monster. We'll get into this guy. So he has a island. I think that's an island, and winter. This page does plus 20 damage if you can see a real boat, which is pretty cool. And on contract, this page gains fleet if you control another one of these guys. And he has frozen 130, and if this attack deals damage, you end combat. So what does that mean? he has a pretty cool mechanic to where if he attacks something, he'll just end combat, and then that beastie that he attacked does not get to attack back. So that is a really cool, unique effect. And there is another monster, which will be the next one. And yeah, and he's a 1-drop of ice and 1-drop of neutral. So that makes this guy realistically pretty good if we want to build a ice water fish, which that's the build I'm most excited for. But today I'm going to be giving you guys pure. So next we will go into Dublin Lake Monster. Now this guy is a trap. So a lot of fishes are traps, which I do like. He gets a full moon terra bonus of 20, and I think that is either lake or river. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a lake. And on contract, you can bookmark one and then place a page from your chapter into the bottom of the spell book. Now, why is this good? It's because he is a mini title pool. On contract, you could just play him to fix your hand, or you can use him as a trap to flip and then get that contract effect of booking marking one. Hopefully you get something good. And he also does have an attack effect where he can end combat after this attack resolves. So it's a pretty cool combo that I'm already starting to see with some of the other cards is you can give him first strike and just end combat with both of these guys. So that's pretty good. They're both fish, like I said. Next, we will get into Rocky. Rocky is the boss monster of fish. He's pretty cool because he costs 2 water and 2 neutral. So right off the bat with this guy, I am thinking about running total neutrality aura, which is pretty nice. He also does share the full moon bonus plus the lake. Where's that river? I think that's lake. Yeah. And then he has an arena effect. This beastie takes 10 less damage from combat. If this beastie's attack damages a beastie with 3 or less cost, you may automatically destroy it. Then the caster who owns that beastie bookmarks one. At first glance, this card doesn't seem that good, but I actually really like that. Because I'll give you a scenario. We're going against a crab, right? Either that crab's going to kill my beasties and keep bookmarking, or we could use him, swing at crab, take him out, because it'll automatically destroy him. It's not dealing damage to it, it's destroying, so it gets over the stone skin, which is pretty nice. And they draw a card. I'd rather have them draw 1 card for me destroying a threat on the board than anything. Plus, he does attack for 50 if we have full moon out, so a common theme I am seeing with these beasties is full moon, which lets me to the next thing. We can play title pool, which is pretty nice. And if we play title pool, we're getting that full moon bonus, so we're drawing 4 cards instead of 3. And I really like that for this deck. It helps us fix our hand and get to the cards we need to get to. Next, let's get into Whitey. Whitey is a trap with flash. He has lake or river. I think that one is river. And nighttime. Full moon, so he will also attack for 50, so this is our second boss card, which is a 3-drop instead, which is pretty nice. Arena effect, this beastie has first strike if you contracted another trap this turn. This beastie's attack deals plus 20 damage if you contracted a spell this turn. So this is our combo piece. So what we could do is we could put a trap underneath him. For instance, we could do a Beaver Shark, and we'll flip Beaver Shark, he'll end the combat, but he'll gain first strike. Why is that good? Because Beaver Shark can only end 1 combat, so he can still be attacked, but now that he's being attacked for the second time, no one's going to want to attack him because he has first strike, and if we use a spell that turn, he also gains another plus 20, so total we could theoretically hit for is 70. And like I said, he does have flash if you want to use him for the flash effect too, which is pretty nice. Next, we will get into Beaver Shark. He is our 1-drop. He is a 5 per spellbook, which is pretty nice, so we can run a bunch of these guys. And if we have full moon, he actually benefits from life and attack, so he'll be attacking for 35. If we use him as a trap, he can flip and end combat. And if we're going against like let's say we're going against a Bigfoot deck that uses Forest Terra, or a Spirit deck that uses the Forest Terra, we can actually use his power to just destroy that, which is pretty cool. So like I said, I'm already seeing a theme of full moon, so we'll be doing that. And we'll get into the newest fish brought to you from UFO. He has unblockable, which I absolutely love, but he does not have the full moon terror bonus. He has the ocean terror bonus. And you may destroy a non-token fish beastie you control. All non-token fish you control gain +20/+20 until the end of the turn. And you can awaken him after you use that power. So, a combo that you can do with this is, let's say you put a Beaver Shark to protect him, right? You activate Beaver Shark, you negated the attack, right? Let's say it goes back to your turn now. Both these monsters both these beasties are awake. You can activate this power, destroy your Beaver Shark, and give reawaken this guy and give +20/+20 to all of your other fish, which is pretty nice. I do like to use this effect on my Beaver Sharks, just because they only attack for 35 max, so why not just get rid of them to boost my other beasties? That being said, you have to use that very situational, so yeah, that's a pretty nice combo. So that's all the fish. As I said, we could see that they share the full moon, which I pretty much like, just for the title pool. And I do think that we should run a Ocean Terra, because he is also another 50 swinger at a 2-drop if we have Ocean out, which is pretty nice. But not only that, he can boost himself to 70 if we do this. And awaken this. Oh, I just figured something out. Let me read this so that I'm not messing up. You must destroy a non-token beastie fish you control. All non-token fish beasties gain +20/+20 until the end of the turn. Awaken this beastie. Okay, so that is actually pretty nice and pretty neat. So what I just figured out is, let's say we have a bunch of Beaver Sharks, or let's say theoretically we have all of these cards out. We can activate this power, destroy our Beaver Shark, reawaken him. Activate his power, destroy this, reawaken him. Activate his power, destroy this, reawaken him. If we ever need to go for a kill, we can just keep reawakening him as long as we can destroy a fish. So we can just boost his attack as long as we have the power, which I would only use again if we're going for the kill shot. So that is the first part. So we have all of our fish. For the sake of this video today, I am going pure water, so no ice. Now what I like to do is let's look at the shared stuff of this. So if we are running that Ocean Terra, this is a trap, and it does get the Ocean Terra bonus. On contract, if this is the second giant squid contract of this turn, bookmark 1. Destroyed. If this beastie was destroyed by an opposing beastie in combat, that beastie does not awaken at the start of the caster's next turn. So all this is a stall, but the best part, he is a 2-drop. We can mix him in with the ice if we want, because he's 1/1. And he is stall, but if we have that Ocean Terra out, he is another 50 swinger, which is no joke. I actually really like that, so we might test him out. He is a option. Next, I am considering running this for Aura Ramp. And what's good, YouTube? Alright, I needed to record this video again just because, but the next part of what I want to do is these are all the water pages that I have access to currently, so I'm going to build off of what I have here, and these are just the different pages. So first we have Giant Squid. He's a trap with a Ocean Terror bonus, which is pretty nice. If he's destroyed, we can stall out a monster. Next we run Drown Terror Orbs so that we can, it's also a trap, it converts, self-destructs, we can get our Terror bonus, and we can do minus 20 life to anything we need. So if we need that extra 20 chip damage, we can. Next, we have this guy. I don't really like him personally, so I'm not going to go over his effect. Same thing with this guy. He is a trapped flying, but he only attacks for 45, and he doesn't really do anything too special. This guy we could side deck if we're scared of FAC or Bookmark, but this deck doesn't run any traits, so we won't really use that. Dampen is a must. Next, we will go into the backbone of this deck, Cardinal Edge. These cards right here are the backbone. So let me put this over here. So Cardinal Edge gives any of our fish or dinosaurs defender. Why is this good? Let's say they're attacking our black demon and he has 50, but he only has 50 life, right? Well, they're attacking with a Fresno Nightcrawler, so we can give him defender, so they have to attack over 100. They already committed to the attack, so it's going to kill their Fresno because he attacks back for 50. At the end of the turn, he will die, but I'd rather have that trade, which is pretty nice. The next one we run is Sudden Camouflage. I think Sudden Camouflage is amazing for this deck just because it's a 1-drop, gives fish or dino invisible. Next, this one's more of a side deck card, the Armored Scales, because it gives something Stone Skin, either a fish or dinosaur. Any of these 4 cards right here, you can contract at any time, which is pretty nice. The next one is Sixth Sense. This one gives our fish or dino first strike, which is pretty nice. So we don't have to do this, but it's always nice to have that as an option. Next one is Invisibility. I think I will try to fit a couple of those in there just because it's a 2-drop. Sudden Camouflage, but we can bookmark one and give any of our beasties invisible, so that's pretty nice. These 2 Terra I think is going to be pretty good, just because we can full moon so that we can tidal pool. Open waters lets us use a trap for 1 less, and so does her River Mermaid, because if you sang this game, this page costs 1 less to contract. Arena, trap pages under this beastie cost 1 less to contract. And once per turn, bookmark 1 if this attack damages a caster, which is pretty nice. Honorable mention is Fog of War. Realistically, I don't think we'll be using it, but it lets us reveal our face down traps and then rearrange them. That's all it does. Reflection's more of a side deck card against dragons, just because they use so much fireballs and stuff like that. We can use Aura Prala if we do the Water Ice build to shuffle our hand, which is pretty nice, and fix it. And we can use Rising Tides if we are controlling both of these out. Our water beasties gain plus 20 attack damage, so that's pretty nice. And let me see, I'm pretty sure I have a tidal pool. I don't know why I didn't put that in there. Here it is. Tidal pool, so this one's a must. If we have a full moon out, we get to draw 4 and then put 2 back from our hand, any cards from our hand, so that's pretty nice for fixing. As of right now, I do see this as a very floaty deck, so that's pretty nice. I will have to end this video pretty soon, just because I do need to playtest. Once I'm done playtesting, I'll have a deck profile for you guys. The reason why we playtest, these are just the ideas. Reason why we playtest is to find out the weakness and our ratios. So if I'm drawing a card, let's say I'm running a bunch of these and I'm just like, crap, I don't want to see this in my opening hand, I'll cut down a copy of that. That's how you kind of test your ratios, is if you're running a bunch of big cards and you keep seeing those big cards, you can cut them down by 1 or just remove it. Like this guy, I don't like him at all, so I would just remove him. Or if you have another big beastie, you could try removing it or even side decking it. And again, we're going to play test to find this deck's weakness. I will have a profile and a side deck to try to counter that weakness. This one is going to be a pure water fish. I might splash in some dinos, we'll see. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video, so peace.